Hi, I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota, and today we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to start focusing more on our used vehicles. So this is a 2016 Highlander gas, so let's jump right into it. So today we're going to play a little game of show and tell. This is a 2016 Highlander XLE gas vehicle. This vehicle was originally purchased here at Kentville Toyota. We have the vast majority of the service records for this car. We know its history, we know its customer, type A personality. They've done a great job of looking after this vehicle. Now, because of its age, it's got some wear and tear, it's got some rock chips here and there and everything. We have this vehicle on, we're asking $23,000 for it. As a 2016 Highlander gas, it's got about 122K on it, I think, is where we sit. The interesting part of the story is the customer has had a vehicle on order with us for quite some time. He has had this vehicle for sale online now for a couple of months, knowing that his new car was incoming. He was asking $25,000 for this car. With the market changing, COVID is gone, the availability of used cars is coming up, and used car values are coming down noticeably. So he looked online when he started this and said, you know what, I think my car's worth 25 grand. So as the consumer, he put it out and started advertising at $25,000. What he doesn't understand, and what many consumers don't understand, as a 2016 vehicle. Now, for me, I would not hesitate to buy this car. I have its service records. It was serviced here at Kentville Toyota predominantly, and I know that if I undercoat this and I keep my service up, this vehicle's good for at least another couple 100,000 kilometers until Mother Nature chews it in half with rust in another 10 years. But we're asking $23,000 for the vehicle. The customer tried for months to sell it at $25,000, not understanding two things. One, a vehicle that cannot be financed for you as a seller, as a consumer. If you're trying to sell your vehicle and you can't offer financing, unfortunately, you shrink the market exponentially, because in these times, most consumers do not have the wherewithal to write a check for instance, 25 grand and change. So, and tax, let's say they had to write a check for 29,000 for this. Most people can't write a check for 29,000. It becomes, what is the payment on the car? So we can't finance this car either. So it really is a cash buyer's car. But the reality is, for the consumer also, if you buy this car privately from the previous owner, there's a couple of things that people don't generally understand about buying privately versus buying from a licensed dealer, especially a branded store, any other OEM manufacturers that you may buy from in your market or in our market, is that A, buy local, please, stay in your own backyard and employ your neighbors. So say you bought this vehicle and there's a lien on it and you haven't done a lien search, because as a consumer, doing a lien search on a vehicle is complicated. You have to pay for it. Where do I go do it? So you buy from the dealer, the lien search has been done. And if we miss a lien search and there is a lien on the vehicle, instead of some financial institution seizing this from your driveway, you come back to Kentville Toyota and say, hey, you didn't do your homework, you're on the hook, you need to pay out this lien, it's my problem as Kentville Toyota, not you as a consumer. So that's step one for that liability. Step two is, this vehicle, in the customer's mind, the people who traded this had done a great job maintaining this vehicle, but it had been maintained to their comfort level, not to a used car standard like you would get from a branded dealer like Kentville Toyota. This particular vehicle that the customer said was mint and needed nothing, I spent almost $2,300 on this car, so that when you buy it from Kentville Toyota, A, you know there's no lien on it. We report any accidents with a current Carfax that shows any accident, shows you the service history, shows all the history on this vehicle from the dealer. It doesn't show you the fact that when it came in and the mint vehicle that needed nothing from the previous owner who wanted 25 grand, we have brand new Toyota OEM brakes, pads and rotors on the front, to the tune of about $800 for the front brakes. We have a brand new set of Uniroyal Tiger Paws on this car, about $1,400 for the tires. So combined, there's $2,200. We did all the filters, we did the wipers, we did a fluid change everywhere. So this vehicle, even though it's got over 120K on it, we're getting a little longer in the tooth, this vehicle has been completely reconditioned to Toyota's certified pre-owned standards. So We touch up the paint where there's rock chips. We inspect it for rust that is problematic and point it out in an undercoat in those spots if we are seeing any rust. And then we do a complete walk around. We detail, we do everything to these vehicles. So the difference of buying this vehicle privately, again, great customer of ours, and as a consumer, they're trying to do the best thing they can for their own finances, and I respect that. $25,000 is what they felt it was worth to sell. Our data tells us for us to be able to sell it within 90 days, we can't ask a penny more than 23. We have reconditioned the vehicle and spent almost 2,500 bucks on it so that you, the consumer, get the advantage of new tires, new brakes, and full service records up to date. And if there's anything wrong with the car, because you bought it from us, we are going to stand behind it for a set amount of time. Again, there's options to buy an extended warranty from a dealership, even on a vehicle of this vintage with these kilometers, because the warranty companies are very happy to sell warranties on used Toyotas, provided they have good service records. So it's an interesting story that from where we started with the customer at 25 grand, we are $2,000 less than that, and we've spent more than $2,000 on reconditioning on the car. We've also detailed it. We've done everything we possibly could to make sure it's sustainable for you as a new consumer, and you can drive with confidence that this vehicle is full disclosure if there's been any minor accidents, and you know that its service is up to date. So we'll just do a quick walk around on features on this vehicle. So this is a 2016 XLE. Let's have a look inside and just see the condition of the car. So here we are inside this 2016 XLE Highlander. So again, this vehicle bought at Kentville Toyota, serviced at Kentville Toyota, not exclusively, but predominantly. Leather interior. This particular package is XLE, and this model year has actual leather seating. It's in great shape. It's showing a little wear and tear, but I mean, there's been a lot of bums in these seats for several years. Overall condition is excellent. We've done everything we can to detail it, bring it back to life. We've conditioned the leather. We've done all the service work. Infotainment, fairly dated, but again, has embedded navigation. Everything's in here. Upgraded audio. Really nice feature, big sunroof. This particular unit is a 3.5 liter V6. This was the drivetrain of choice for Highlander really for almost 20 years. This drivetrain was retired in 2023. We went to a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This particular 3.5 liter, based on what I see in service and customers who have had these long term, we've seen this drivetrain with 300,000 and 400,000 kilometers on them, and with good service. They've been extremely reliable. Fuel economy is pretty reasonable for the horsepower you get. There's no real wear showing on this interior, even though the age of the vehicle and the kilometers it has aged really gracefully. So let's have a quick look in back and just see what the interior condition is like. So here we are in row number 2 on this 2016 Highlander. Again, condition fantastic. No real wear and tear back here. Legroom is really good. You do have, there's actually 3 zones in this particular trim level vehicle. So climate control for the front, for the middle, and as well as the rear. So everybody gets their own vents. They can direct them, they can open and close them. Because technology wasn't quite as prevalent, there is no obvious built-in charging port back here, but there is an auxiliary old-fashioned cigarette lighter profile power outlet down there that you can put an auxiliary charging in for devices for your rear passengers. When you come back here, close this door, you have a built-in sunshade right there. So again, grandchildren are with you, children with you, whatever you want. The functionality of this vehicle as a family car, for people who need more space than just for 4 people, if you're looking for 5, 6, 7. Again, 3rd row seating built in, conditions excellent. And again, most of the Toyotas you're ever going to find at Kentville Toyota on our lot are going to be reconditioned to the standard. Condition is going to be like this, and if the condition is not this good, the price is reflected in the condition, and the condition reflects the price. So if you show up and you see a vehicle that has got a lower than average price, it's probably because the cosmetic condition is lower, but our mechanical standards for reconditioning will be the same whether the car has 100,000 kilometers, 180,000 kilometers. If we put it through our shop and put it through our inspection service like it is Toyota certified, you can buy that and be reassured that we'll vouch for the mechanical viability of the vehicle. So thanks for watching. I'm Randy at Kentville Toyota. We appreciate you watching this quick video on the 2016 Highlander. And just understand that when you come into Kentville Toyota and buy any of our certified pre-owned or our dealer certified pre-owned, we'll stand behind everything, and we know the history of most of our cars. Thanks for watching.